After going back and watching the game film, still, of the opinion you're playing your best football right now?
Yeah, and there's no doubt about that. I think we're definitely obviously got some things we got to clean up. Got to continue to get better, but that's every week. I think you're seeing guys play with a lot of confidence. I think Taj is really playing with some really great confidence in his receivers. And Martavis Bryant's another one's playing really well right now. And you kind of feel like he and Taj kind of have a really good chemistry. Something was missing early in the year. So, executing up front. Brandon Thomas continues to play well. Ryan Norton's playing well. Tyler Shatley playing well. I was very pleased with Isaiah Battle, with Isaiah being in there. Kind of got his shoulder banged up just a little bit, but came back in and played. Was glad to see him in there. Definitely gave us a lot of athleticism up front, a lot of physicality. I mean, very physical up front with him. So it was good to see. That's kind of what we've been waiting on. We gotta be consistent with it. And so, again, this is an offensive football team over the last three and a half games. It's really it's kind of getting better every week. And we're playing our best offensive football right now at the right time.
How long have you been thinking about the Battle move to right tackle?
Well, I mean, we've been wanting to do it all year, really. And it was just, was he ready? And it just never, we would try, and it was kind of one of those things that we wanted more than he did. And so, his just through the course of the season, through some growing up that he had to do, and realize that, hey, look, I can do this. And so it's good to see that. It was, the open week came at the right time for us to be able to really work on that. But he did. He definitely was a pleasant surprise at that position. He's made some mistakes still, but boy, he gave us a lot of athleticism and again played physical.
As you get further into the season, y'all as coaches are more focused on game planning each individual week. Does that fall more on the individual player to have to get it himself? Because it's not like fall camp where you guys are all about fundamental and growth.
Well, I mean, we're going to do what we do, and so it's not like you're going to come up with new plays and all kinds of new things each week. You do what you do, and you don't get to the point of winning 9 games that we've done by coming in and trying to recreate something each week. And so it's just a slow process. You bring your players along, and at some point in time in the season, you hope the light bulb clicks on. But it's not that we go out each week and we're going to practice a different play or a different step. It's the same steps. It's the same plays we've been working on since August the 2nd. And it'll be the same plays and same steps we'll be working on through however long we play. But at some point, you hope that light bulb clicks on and it becomes a want to.
Where do you feel like the light bulb's flipped on for Martavis? Seemed like he's over the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, he's made some really good catches, some really good plays. I think he's playing with great confidence in himself, and I think more than anything, where it's really kind of turned for him is I think he sees and recognizes that Taj has confidence in him, and so I think that's really helped him out. I think obviously the catch at Virginia, I think that was probably in that opening drive of the game. I believe it was the opening drive where he had to kind of make a basket catch. I think that really kind of did nothing but great things for his confidence. He made some catches in the Maryland game. But again, he too, much like a lot of the younger players that haven't played, you go through that kind of a growing up process through the course of the season, and you hope at some point in time that, because the light bulb will click on, it's going to, it will for every player, but some sooner than others, and you hope that when it does click on, that it's at that point in time in the season that you need it, and obviously Martavis has, and that's good to see.
Dabo was just asked a question about that, saying, would you advise him to come back or go pro? How would somebody like Martavis benefit from coming back for another year?
Well, I think he's playing his best ball right now. And again, it kind of goes back to what we were just saying. I mean, it's the light bulb's going to click on, but it's just a matter of when. I mean, and so now he's starting to figure it out. He's starting to realize how dominant of a receiver he can be. and to have another year underneath him playing at this level could only help him out. So yes, absolutely.
Are Martavis and Isaiah more mature right now than they were 3 months ago?
I would say so, yes. Yeah, I mean, you know, they're still, as they all have ways to go, but most definitely, definitely Martavius. And Isaiah is just a guy that's really trying to figure it out and understanding, especially over the last 2 weeks, you know, when we just said, look, this is the move we're going to make, and you know, at some point we just got to kind of push and say, here it is, and we're going to see where we stand at the end of this open week. If we feel confident that you can do it, then we're going to let you have it. If we don't, then you know we hadn't lost anything. And so I think, you know, just the thing with Isaiah is the confidence that we have in him to just get out there and go execute the plan. I think that only helps him out. And so, yeah, he did well, very well. And so we'll be interested to see how he continues to grow. He's a guy that's got to play. He's got to get reps. And this week is very important to him, both in practice and in the game.